Which representation of a transformation on the coordinate grid does not preserve congruence? Okay, not congruent. Remember the words. Not congruent means dilation. And if you dilate, that means you multiply. So which one has multiplication in? Let's stick with that one. Multiplication. Answer's A. Out, out, out. Okay, looking at the row here. Okay, so this row, guys, if you think about this, just stand back and look at it. They haven't changed locations. They're not rotations, all right? Look how the y stays exactly the same. So right here, again, I have x and y, and then I have the y that is what? I like to call it fixed. It hasn't changed. It's fixed. What's fixed? The y. When we talk about that, that's your reflection. Okay, FL means fixed. Your fixed life. Which one does not move? Which one hasn't changed? The y. So reflection over which one? Over the y. The y is the one that hasn't changed. So reflection over the y-axis. Okay, so if it's over here, it's going to flip over this way. So we're going to go J, H, and K. Okay, J, H, K. J, H, K. Oh, answer's A. J, H, K. Yeah, it's not. That's going over the x-axis. That's going, I don't even know, way out of the way, way out there. That one is just staying the same. No way out of there. Ridiculous. Similar. I just saw the word similar, guys. That's all I read. And similar means dilation. Okay, let's see over here. A preschool has a rectangular field and rectangular playground that are similar in shape. The dimensions of the field are 3.2 times. Okay, dilation right there tells you which statement is true. Okay, so area. What happens with the area? Remember this one. If it's perimeter, we just have the 3.2. That's it. Your scale factor. You could just. I guess I messed up. Your perimeter, you just get the scale factor. If it's your area, you get your scale factor and square it. If you get your volume, you get the scale factor and cube it. All right. So let's come out here. Area. I basically want to get that one's not that one. We're going to go with the area, which would be 3.2 squared. So let's come out here and type in the calculator. What's 3.2 squared? 10.24. Oh, there it is. This one says area out. The area, yes, that's my answer. Perimeter, no, because it would be 3.2, guys. This is out, out. That's how easy that one is. It's like a joke. Okay, once you see this, you want to draw a line. I haven't even read the question. That kind of matches it. I see no line that matches any of these points, like the relationship with it. I don't see any energy or any lights like matching the line that I could draw through it. I don't see anything that goes together. They're not correlated at all. There's no correlation. They're just ridiculous. As it increases, that means it's a positive slope. No. Increases, decreases, that means it's a negative slope. As you go this way, it decreases out. It remains the same. That means if you had this, it would just stay the same. Out. There is no apparent association. I want to say that one. I can't tell you what's going on this graph. I cannot tell if it's positive. I think it might be like, I don't even know. I just give up. So there's no way I could read it and say I have some kind of relationship there. So no relationship. Oh, mean absolute deviation. We have that on wow. Let's do it again. Ready? So we're going to go with mad, sad. So we're going to go out here and add. To get the mean, you're going to add. Then you're going to divide. You're going to subtract. Add again. And then divide. So let's go with 32 plus 43. Actually, I'm going to start to do it already. Get the calculator, move to the side. And I think you can see everything. 51 is the last number. Okay. So I'm going to go 32 plus 43 plus 38 plus 28 plus 51. 182. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I'm going to divide it by 5. Divide by 5, put a decimal. Okay, 38.4. Now, each one of these numbers I'm going to subtract and see how far they are from the average of 38, how much they deviate from the average. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same number, okay? but the difference from how far they are from 38. But what I'm going to do is put the bigger number first. Now I'm going to do parentheses there all at one time. So the bigger number would be 38.4. And I'm going to minus 32. That's seeing how far apart they are, okay? But I want to also, when I get the answer, add it to the other number. 43 is bigger, so 43 minus 38.4. And all this is doing for me, always making the bigger number first, is going to let me know, okay, how far they are, but keep the answers positive, because distance is always positive. And then we go 30, oops, parentheses, so 38 minus 30, ooh, messed up here, 38.4 minus 38, and then plus 38.4 minus 28 plus 51 minus 38.4. I messed up here. Yeah, that'll work. 34. And again, divide that by 5. Because it's 5 numbers. 6.88 is my answer. Boom. These big ones, are they that far apart? Never. Never. They're super close. So yeah, 6.88. Not too bad. Just make sure you take your time and do it right slowly. Okay, Clarissa needs a $2,500 loan in order to buy her car. Which loan option would allow her to pay the least interest? Okay, so since we're always going to use this number, and it looks like each one of these is I equals PRT. I equals PRT. That's it. So all basically we're going to do, we're going to get rid of this principal, and we're just going to multiply these two. So these two, when I multiply these two, the R times the T, I'm looking for the smallest number. Because then the next thing would be to multiply it times the P. And if I have the smallest number times the P, it's going to give me the smallest number, the smallest answer. And since these are all loans, all in months, I'm just going to multiply and make that. And this one, I don't even need to write this percent. As long as I get the smallest number, will work. So we come out here, and this is just my approach. 18 times 4.75. I'm not using exact science, but it's going to be the best answer, or best way to do it. 30, because they're all the same idea, right? This one times that one, this one times that one. That's it. And they're all months, so I can do this, and they're all percentages. We're good. 24 times 4.25. 36 times 4.5. So the one that has the smallest thing is 85 right here. So that's 18 times 4.75. And there it is. Final answer, A. Ooh, this is a different one now. Okay, let me see. Monica wants to open a savings account with a deposit of 3,000. Monica will not make any additional deposits or withdrawals after she opens the account. Her bank offers 2 different savings accounts. Okay, savings 1, savings 2. Okay, so this is going to be simple interest. This is going to be compound interest. Which statement about these accounts? Okay, X would earn Monica about that much more. Okay, so basically when I go just comparing interest, and they want to see which one earns more interest. So I want to tell you which one always earns more interest. Y always earns more. Compound always earns more. It just happens. There's more money in it. It stays in compounding off the interest that's already in compounded. The numbers are bigger too, so this is just a no-brainer, dude. This is your answer right here, where Y is greater. So I'm going to say X would earn about more, these two are out. Now you got to figure out the right answer. Okay, so let's come out here. And the simple interest right here, we go I equals PRT. And now we're going to come out here with I equals 3,000 times my rate of 2.1% and 5 years. Okay. And then the A equals to 3,000, 1 plus 2.4% raised to the 5. Okay, and they want the interest, right? On the interest, so this one we get the answer, it's the interest. When we do over here, we're going to subtract. Let's come out here. I can see the numbers there, and that's times 5, right? So we're going to go with 3,000 P R times your rate of 2.1% times 5. And there's 315. That's your interest already. Your interest here is 315. This one over here is going to be 3,000. A equals, and then we're going to go 1 plus 2.4%. And then we're going to raise that to the 5 years. And then that's my total balance. But I'm going to subtract the original 3,000 and put there was 377. And now, see how that one has more interest? But how much more interest? We're going to get this 377. Press up. Minus, and go over here, the other one of 315. Enter. About $60. Let me see which one has about $62. And there she is. See? That's just keeping your head on straight, guys. Okay, just keeping your head on straight, going slow, looking at it real quick. Coming over here, that'd be what, just so you can finish it up, 3377. 3377. Approximately that one. So we're going to come out here and subtract to get the principal. We're going to go ahead and get the A and minus the interest, minus the principal. No, actually that's my interest. Principal is everything, you got all of it together, minus the principal, which give you the interest. So we're going to go with here 3,377 minus the 3,000. We'd have 377. So now to get the difference, I'm going to go with 377 minus the 315, which gives me about $62 roughly. Okay, there she is. Okay, the total cost of attending United States University is $19,000 for the first year. So the total everything is $19,700. Students' grandparents will pay for the half of the cost, and the other scholars will pay another $5,000. So for the parents, you get this thing divided by 2. And that equals the grandparents will pay for this. Okay. It's going to go with, shoot, how much was it? 19,700. 19,700. And divide that by 2. That's what the grandparents are going to pay, which is 9,850. And then a scholarship will take off another. Okay, this is the grandparents. This is the grandparents. Now, they continue going. They're going to minus the scholarship, which is minus how much? 5,000, which gives me 4,850. Right? 4,850. And that would be subtracting the scholarship. Which now leaves me, I guess, the remaining. Or your balance, whatever's left. Which amount is close to the minimum that the student will need to save every month in order to pay off the remaining costs at the end of 12 months. So if they need to have a total of that, and they want to know the minimum, you could save a minimum of $1, right? And just come up with all that thing. I think they're missing the equal amount of payments. I think they want you to come out here and divide it by 12, right? That's what they're trying to get at. I think this is a bad way of saying it, but whatever. So we're going to come out here, 4,850 minus the 5,000 from the scholarship. And then we're going to divide that by 12. And it gives me 404-ish. Really easy stuff. That's going to be 7th grade stuff, guys. Not even younger than that. 5th grade, maybe. So car wins in race, or car is counting. And then we get bigger. Wins is the whole numbers, integers, and then rationals. And then you have the other ones over here, the crazy ones, the irrationals. Okay, they're different by themselves. Okay, they're real numbers and whole numbers. Whole numbers fit inside the whole numbers. And all of this stuff is the real numbers. Okay, now we're going to remember that. Car wins in race. So we'd have the whole and real numbers. I think that's my answer right there. Yeah, that's going to be my answer. The whole, you see that circle, is in the big real numbers. Which is point Q. So roughly, Q is between what, 5 and 5.5? So something slightly smaller than 5.5, maybe maybe about a 5.4. All right, I'm thinking roughly 5.4. So I'm gonna do this one. Square root of that one, get out of here. Square root of that one, definitely get out of here. And let's try that one. Okay, let's come out here. We're gonna go control this. Square root of 29.5, 5.4. I think that was it. This is really close to 6 because 36 is 66. I mean, 6 times 6 is 36. You see that? Square root of 36 is 6. So yeah, definitely out. That's my answer. Ooh, I think that's it. Oh yeah, not too bad, guys.